Welcome to humanity. This is Hour 1.
Whatever it takes, we got to say whatever it takes is what it took.
This is Brock Lesnar, and you're listening to FightNet Radio.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. I'll fight anybody on FightNetRadio.com.
But it's a fact. You know what I mean? How dare them even challenge me, these fighters? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? With their primitive boxing skills. You know what I mean? They're as good as dead.
From the FightNet Radio, lee-honish and Lomachenko. We're talking about the wonderful world of boxing. The format is simple. Andrew is a longtime writer for many publications. I am a certifiable asshole and genius. Maybe both.
Yes.
Maybe both. I am a boxing savant. I might be a boxing prodigy. For those of you who don't know, many things occurred over the past couple of weeks that I made predictions on, or that I had made comments about that actually came to pass over the past couple of weeks, and we'll talk about that. But first, I want to talk, I'm going to go off topic, and Andrew's not even prepared for this.
Here we go.
No. Saturday, Lenovo, LA. What's happening in LA on Saturday night, Andrew?
Concert?
No. It's boxing.
Okay.
Who's fighting on Saturday in LA? Come on.
You tell me, Lee.
You
You're the
can
one
do this.
saying.
I'm so proud of you if you can
I
pull
don't
this
know
off.
if you're a week ahead or a week behind. Where
I'm
are
a
you,
week
where are you
ahead,
at?
bro. I'm right on time. This Saturday night, Lenovo, it is your chance to see high-tech Vasily Lomachenko fight a nobody. But if you do show up and you are a fan of this show, you come see me, I will buy you drinks at the Lenovo. That seems fair, does it not?
Very nice.
That's this Saturday. It's going to air on ESPN at 7 o'clock. Hold on, I'm looking at all the schedules on the screen on the small screen. Why am I doing that? I can't read small print while I'm doing this. All right, so Saturday, doors open at 3:30. First fight's at 4 o'clock. ESPN starts at 7. Main event's at 8 o'clock. There you go. Doesn't get any simpler than that, does it? It's at the Microsoft Theater, forgive me. So that's in Hollywood? Question mark? I believe it is. Does that make me sound bad for not knowing my own theaters in LA? I've been at so many concerts lately, I don't know if I can actually pull them all off. I believe the Microsoft is in Hollywood Boulevard. I believe. Or Sunset, one or the other. Hold on, I'm going to tell you right now. Oh no, it is exactly the theater I thought it was. It is at LA Live. I'm wrong. So just go like you're going to Staples. It's downtown LA, right across from the Staples. Park just park over underneath LA Live. That's where I park. It's expensive, but trust me, it'll save you all the problem. Saturday, August 5th, Lomachenko versus Mariaga. As I said, doors open 3:30. First fight's 4 o'clock. ESPN 7 o'clock. Main event 8 o'clock. Come find me. Press row will be small. Why? Because the press guys don't show up for the small fights. Does that sound shitty, Andrew? I mean, that's actual. But the reality is it's going to be like me, Steve Kim, Doug Fisher will show up slightly late. I don't know what he does. I guess he's
Miguel Moraga.
I think the takeaway. I honestly think the takeaway is, if you're a fan of this show and you're thinking of going to this fight, because the fight tickets are cheap, okay?
They should be.
And
Lee, this guy just lost. He's coming in on a defeat.
My point to the story is, you get to drink with me, and our night. I'm a party, right? I'm the guy to hang with.
There you go. Been on ESPN.
All right, so I'm going to say this because this has happened at other things where I've bought, because of Twitter and Facebook. People have showed up to get drinks, right? They're like, Lee, I'm a fan. All right, I'm like, really? And people will talk, and then they start to do I listen to FightNet Radio. And then I go with something simple like, okay, what's the name of the other guy? Oh.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up. You know what? You know this for a fact.
Talking about me?
Well, the people who actually listen to the show know that it's you. So that's cool. And I actually get hit up by our fans through Twitter and Facebook before and then they actually look for me at the fight. The problem is when it turns into a couple of people around a bar and they think it's like a giveaway of drinks, suddenly everybody becomes a fan of a show they don't fucking listen to. You get the point.
What? If this was the Valdez fight, Oscar Valdez, where he got all swollen, maybe that's why they're giving it to this kid, Lee. That was a very controversial decision. So maybe that's why Lomachenko is fighting Moraga. I can't believe that it's next Saturday.
He's fighting because they need to make him fight. Like, he has to fight.
Well, yeah, of course. Of course.
Lomachenko has, what, 2 fights to his name? It's an exaggeration, but
8-1, 9-1.
Right. I mean, he has a ridiculous. I mean, I get the fact that they want to put a title on him, and I really like Top Rank. Okay, they treat me really well, Andrew, and I'd really love to be the guy to, blow them and say wonderful things about this, but this is a joke.
The Lomachenko project is, yes, it is.
It's over. It's like this Zhao Shiming experiment. Like,
he took a defeat this weekend,
right? So,
yep,
how many does it take before you go, yeah, we made a bad call on this guy?
Well, yeah, I think that's why Top Rank left me. But seriously, Lomachenko he's still telling everyone he wants to fight Salido, rematch Salido. He's still telling everyone he wants to fight Rigondeaux. But when are they actually going to sign the contracts? Instead we get Moraga. We couldn't even get a Salido fight. And we're supposed to say he's the best.
Right.
The best is what we seen last night. That's the best. I don't know if Lomachenko can ever go up one more division and see Mikey Garcia. I really don't. He's fast, people. I get it. Everyone's like, oh, Mikey can't see Lomachenko. It's the first thing you seen hitting the web right after Garcia beat Broner last night, Lee. But you know what? I don't know if Lomachenko's power can keep Mikey off of him. Man, he was good.
Okay, so let's make the segue.
Go ahead.
So the segue is last night, as predicted on this show in great detail, even though betting had shifted to Broner miraculously, and
they don't know. They don't know.
Right? So
they only know headlines, Lee. A lot of people that were betting last night bet on Broner because they know Broner.
Well,
that's
and
it.
Here's the thing.
5-1.
Yeah, you have to take a piece of that action. But I get that. As we had said on this show, there was no doubt in my mind. I mean, the only thing that I got wrong was I really thought Mikey could have put him out. I mean...
Oh, you're absolutely correct. Hey, Lee, I was trying to get a hold of my guy. I really was. As when the last 2 hours came down for that fight started, absolutely knew Garcia was going to win that fight. Just had a feeling. It was guaranteed money. When they start talking 2-1... 2-1?
225, bro. How do you take that? How do you lay off that? I couldn't.
Not
I was in Vegas.
Guaranteed money.
I can't lay off of that.
I know. Not when it's guaranteed like that. Look at this. You guys, Adrian Broner comes in almost 2 pounds under the weight. Who the hell fucked up in Broner's team? Lee, now I'm not trying to exaggerate here, but 2 pounds the night before, he could have had somewhat of a dinner, right?
Yeah. A little bit.
A little, just a.
So
I'm not saying steak,
the last time, let's replay this for people who don't intensively follow this as we do. Okay, Adrian Broner, the last time we saw him get into the ring, he was a scruffy-looking homeless man who was at least 2 human beings larger. Is that fair to say?
Right, the Granados, and he was also fighting what was it, like a lightweight, made him move up to welterweight or something?
Yeah, whatever the case,
crazy.
And he claimed that he was still big, that he was taking antidepressants and all kinds of horse shit, right? So he comes into this fight 2 pounds under the weight and literally loses every single round. Every single round.
Yes, sir.
Two scored at 117, 111, and one scored at, two scored at 116 to 112. I don't know what round they could have theoretically given him.
I know. There was like
117, 111 is straight up the money shot. I mean, I'm telling you, as I watched it, because I was getting reports from you and kind of sneaking snaps while I was at my concert last night going, I nailed this. Like I didn't just nail it a little. Like, this is a shutout. This is the equivalent of a no-hitter in baseball. Mikey couldn't do any better if he tried except take him completely out.
And he could have.
He probably could have. I mean, I think
he kind of abandoned the body late in the fight. I think he had Broner ready to break mentally. I really do. Broner
come on.
was getting...
As I watched him reading, as I was watching him read...
You see his face changing every round as he's sitting in that corner.
He looked... I'll tell you what he was. He looked humbled.
Yep. He goes from talking to, like, just staring at it with question marks all over his face. He didn't know what to do with Mikey. Listen, Mikey did an excellent job of mixing up his combinations. Lee, I don't know where Mikey stops in this sport. I believe I've always said... I think
Mikey might be elite. And here's the problem for Mikey now.
He should have been already.
Wait, and this is the real problem. Mikey is probably elite. We've been calling him correctly. He's kept his head down, kept to his work, hasn't done anything stupid, right? He's done everything correct. He's with the wrong fucking promo company. Mikey Garcia needs to be with Golden Boy.
Well, he was with Top Rank.
No, I don't even know if Top Rank's the right fit. I think Golden Boy, I think for this specifically, I think he's an Oscar guy. I think you can tell. Because, right, isn't boxing at the end of the day, you're telling the story, right? I hate
He's going to fight Saul Alvarez, it is, but I don't know. I don't know who you're going to match him with besides Saul Alvarez with Golden Boy. Look, at the division that he's in, you're either going to ride with Top Rank or you're going with PBC. And both of them are doing great. Yeah, but the PBC's
never going to put this guy in jeopardy. I mean, this wasn't even jeopardy.
No,
I think they called this one correctly.
The PBC has been putting their guys in jeopardy, though. Come on. Cal Brook fought Spence. Thurman fought Garcia. They're doing their thing. Lee, I called it, 2 weeks ago? Don't be surprised Omar Figueroa and Mikey Garcia put on one hell of a fight for the Mexican Americans. All Americans, but don't get me wrong on their two fan bases. Texas and Southern California, LA, Oxnard, dude, they're going to show up for these two guys. That's a huge fight wherever they land that one. I mean, you want to go Top Rank, him versus Terrence Crawford might be the future of the division, anything under the 147 division. Those two guys might be fighting for the pound-for-pound title one day. Crawford versus Garcia. It's endless. Think about Felix Verdejo, still undefeated out of Puerto Rico. Him versus Garcia. We are coming to a point here in the boxing world again. You're looking at these divisions, and they're starting to build up star power again. Mikey solidified himself last night with a great performance, and guess, in front of a legit opponent. Broner's not a stepping stone, at least not last night. He might be after last night's getting humbled last night, but he wasn't going into that fight. And Mikey he just dominates. He dominates from the beginning. He dominates on the outside. Lee, you guys want to know boxing? Mikey displayed what boxing is supposed to be. That hit and not get hit sane. That doesn't mean running in circles for 12 rounds. That dude was standing in front of Adrian Broner with his hands down, and Broner could not hit him. It was awesome. There was a lot of awesome things going on in the ring last night. I was very impressed with Garcia. Don't know where he lands on the pound-for-pound ranking, but I think he's knocking on the door right now. When you look at his resume with Top Rank and you look at what he's done in his first two fights with PBC, he knocks out the undefeated DeChilzilian, the little WBC champ, knocks him out on his first comeback fight, and then beats Broner easily. That was an easy match. Broner was never in that fight. Broner had a few moments. That's all I seen, Lee. I don't know about you. I seen Broner have moments. Never controlled a round.
Okay. So what was your biggest takeaway from last night? I can tell you mine without even questioning it.
Go ahead.
PBC's newest announcer. What's his name, Andrew?
Who? I missed it. Who?
Really? Who was doing color commentary last night?
I don't know.
Robert? It was Robert.
Oh, I didn't see that. No, I missed that,
Yeah,
Lee.
Robert.
I had people over. Sometimes